Amber, can you talk to us a little bit about the Virginia Department of Aviation's history with drones and UAS?
Sure. So I would say it's about 5 years building. So our current director Mark Flynn, has been with the agency almost 2 years now. So prior to him, there was some conversation going on about drones. And I think at that point, many states were kind of hands off right across the United States. You had your 2 or 3 states who were kind of, I don't want to say forward leaning, but they certainly were the ones that kind of started experimenting with what state agencies how they would use drones and what they would do with them. So Virginia was one of those. They didn't make it necessarily public knowledge. They spent many years of just having conversations. And so when I came on board, so fast forward to about 2 years ago, the conversation to the previous director and now the current director was, there's so much emerging technology. There's many things going on with drones specifically. We really have to create a position for this. So the fall of 2018, it was building up for about 3, 4, and 5 years to really formulate what this position would look like. And then in the fall of 18, they put together the new job line, I guess, for the state, and they put that through and got that approved. And so in the spring of 2019, April of 19, I came on board. So I've been on board since April of 2019. So it's a brand new position with the state. And before, there was a number of different people working on different aspects, maybe the education aspect of drones, integrating that in the classroom. And then there were others focused on really the legislative section of that with our director. But there wasn't just a sole person dedicated to that. And so I'm very excited. The state was very excited to finally get that line approved and to really dedicate the time and resources for one individual to spend with that. And I think John and Scott can both speak to this, as well as our other partners across the state, that this was something that our department certainly needed. Our agency needed to do that. And it's really kind of bridged the gap between industry and the state and government, but also the gap between education and industry, right? So this year, Senate, there was SJ 30 that came out that kind of was, it marks the Virginia Department of Aviation to look at and examine the economics between education and industry. What are the gaps that are missing, and how do we bridge those gaps? Are we really educating our young folks about drones and other technologies to get them ready for college? And then after college, what is going on between our not only K-12, but our research institutions and our institutions? And what does industry really need? Are we teaching all these things that industry doesn't really care about? So we're really trying to align them in various aspects. And so from about 5 years ago to me today, about a year and a half into this, we've done a number of things, I believe, in the last year and a half to include, like you said, securing that number one spot to the UAS business in Virginia. We're pretty proud of that.